I'm Amy Bodkin, Special Needs Consultant at A Charlotte Mason Plenary. As a part of our free 20 Principles study that we have on A Charlotte Mason Plenary's website, I am going to be discussing each of the principles from a special needs perspective, specifically for special needs families. This is really important because when it comes to adapting the Charlotte Mason method for special needs families, it really comes back to the principles, understanding them so that we can adapt those to change our homeschools, our homes, and our lives into something that allows our children to be able to grow, which is really exciting. If you haven't seen Rachel's video on principle number 2, I'd highly encourage you to watch it. It's really great. So I tend to divide the principles a little bit differently than most people. I divide them into 3 categories: body, mind, and soul, or spirit. Because we all have a physical body, a mental mind, but then there's also that part of us that is not our body or not our mind, that is really what gives us value. We're not just the sum of our parts. So for principle number 2, this is part of the first section, which is principles 1 through 8, which is the body, because it deals with how we physically treat our children. Principle number 2 is they are not born either good or bad, but with possibilities for good and for evil. And basically, if you get down to the root of it, what this simply means is that children have potential, and they get to choose, which is super exciting, because so many times children feel like they don't have any choices and that they're trapped by the inclinations of the adults around them. Or a lot of times parents can feel like their child's potential is limited by their diagnosis. Children are not a diagnosis. They're people. And no one, no professional, no matter how many degrees they have, can predict what your child's potential is going to be. The only thing that we can do, really, is to provide them with an environment that serves to encourage their potential. We can't make them be able to be successful in any number of different areas of development. We can't make them successful in speech. That's something that comes from within them. What we can do is provide an environment that serves to encourage that. Maybe as far as speech goes, we're providing a low-stress environment, maybe providing positive encouragement that isn't seen as stressing or overwhelming a child or putting undue pressure on them. And that's what we're going to be talking about in the next several principles, principles 3 through 8. We're going to be talking about the kind of environment that we provide for our children that gives them the opportunity to explore this potential and to make choices that lead to maybe amazingly good, or sometimes, in some people's cases in history, have led to some very negative choices and negative developments. So make sure that you click the bell and subscribe on the Plenary YouTube channel so that you will be notified about future videos that we have coming up. And I will see you for principle number 3.